Out there, neither side giving in. Tip-off goes to Milwaukee. Here are the starters for Milwaukee. The post pair, the longtime duo of Antetokounmpo and Lopez. Taurean Prince is out there with Damian Lillard. And it's Kuzma in at the 3. Kuzma, left side. It's
first round of the Eastern Conference Playoffs. The Bucks have the fortitude to close out the series. Now is their time to try and avoid a Game 7 against the Celtics.
Here in round one of the Eastern Conference play. And it's the Bucks to start out, and the Milwaukee starting five. Inside we have Giannis and Lopez. Damian Lillard out there with Taurean Prince, and it's Kuzma in at the 3. And that one's good.
Lillard finding a way even there amongst the trees.
And it's Tatum with the ball for the Boston Celtics. Outside Holiday. Outside Porzingis. Off target with the 3.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
And it's Antetokounmpo with the miss. Holiday against Kuzma. Spins. Pass to Porzingis. No one near him. And the shot is good on the assist by Holiday.
There are nights where Porzingis really looks like he could hit from anywhere. This time it's in the mid-range.
And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. Boston pulls it in.
That's his shot. And one, I'm sure, he wants back.
Tatum passes to Porzingis. It's Brown on the wing. Tatum against Prince. Here's White. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the board.
Defense as tough as it comes right there. He's a hard man to deny when he gets the ball to the rim.
Kuzma finds Antetokounmpo. Soft touch off the glass.
So hard to stop down low. Giannis gets around the basket, and it feels like within 8 feet he's going to dunk just about anything.
Outside Tatum. The 3. Gets the 3 to fall.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
The Bucks have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. And he comes up with a bucket. Lillard's got his second basket of the night.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early is already paying off.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
And it's going to be out of bounds. Boston will have another go. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Joe Mazzulla. We briefly discussed what he wanted his team to do against Damian Lillard, and he said to not let him get going from deep. Once his 3 ball is falling, everything else becomes easier for him, so we have to talk out there on the perimeter. So expect to see a lot of defensive activity near the 3-point line tonight. Guys?
Okay, thank you, Allie. Antetokounmpo against Tatum. Antetokounmpo, pass to Lillard. Here's Prince. Jacks up a 3. Hauled in by Brown.
And that's exactly how tightly you have to guard him every time he steps to the arc. He's just that good.
He drops it from range.
He's really become a better all-around player. Brown's passing continues to evolve. Nice find.
For 3, here's Lillard. They get it again. Antetokounmpo. Bam!
Have to take care of the defensive boards better than that.
Yeah, you just can't afford to give up second chance opportunities again and again.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. So Boston going with almost an entire new group here. Cornette's checked in for Kristaps Porzingis. Al Horford comes in for Jason Tatum. Hauser, he's checked in for White. And Pritchard is subbed in for Holiday. Here's Pritchard out to Horford from behind the arc. Drains the triple.
Knocked it down there. As his career has gone on, Al Horford has added more and more to his outside game.
Here's Trent. Horford with some nice D.
That's how to protect the rim without fouling. Force him into an awkward release, a bit of an adjustment on the layup.
Let's see if they want to go 2 for 1 here, Grant.
Hey, looking at the clock, I'd say yes.
The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Love the pop in Portis's game right now. Superb job hitting the offensive glass.
Boston's gone 3 for 5 from deep so far in this matchup. Pritchard, the pass to Hauser. Back to Pritchard. To shoot. Horford, a screen on Porter. Here's Pritchard. From outside, off the mark. Jackson outside. And at the end of one, a closely contested game. We got more in store for you right after this. And welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. This game 6 getting started. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Boston.
Well, they found a groove, and it's from distance, so knocking them down from the three-point land never hurts.
So much good energy and flow tonight, and that has really come out of great ball movement. Guys have been open, and as soon as they are, they get the ball.
The Celtics with the lead. It's Tatum at the 4 with Horford at the 5. Then there's Peyton Pritchard, and it's Shireman in at the 2 spot. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Celtics. Pritchard. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Well, the Bucks shooting just 42% so far in the game. Lillard passes to Prince. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
So many qualities of a lead guard that Damian Lillard possesses on the floor, in the locker room, and really truly sets the standard.
And the first one at the line is good. The Celtics making a switch here. Cornette's checked in. Sims, he's checked in for Milwaukee. And both free throws good for Lillard.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
And Kevin Porter picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Trent, he's checked in for Milwaukee.
First team foul. Buck substitution, number 5, Gary Trent Jr.
Horford passes to Pritchard. Tatum with a screen from the elbow. Ooh, lands soft on the front of the rim and drops in. Already 5 lead changes here.
Speaks to how evenly matched these teams have been thus far.
And a timeout called here by Doc Rivers. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. Porter Jr., he's checked in for Lillard. Here's Antetokounmpo. Ooh, strong move from Giannis inside.
Now, defensively, you got to try and build a wall against Giannis and cover the paint. Too much to handle inside.
Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. There's Tatum with the 3. Here's Hauser. Three-pointer, no good.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the board.
Antetokounmpo can't connect.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Milwaukee?
The most consistent attack on offense so far has been the mid-range jump shot. We'll see if they can keep that rolling.
Well, a lot of the players are doing a good job as well of scanning the interior part of the paint. All those inside looks, those are paying off.
Porzingis is checked in for Boston. Drew Holiday comes in for Horford.
And look at Tatum getting aggressive inside.
Boston shooting their second and third free throws tonight. And he knocks down the first one. Horford, he's checked in for Hauser. And Milwaukee also making a switch. Jackson is checked in. That one falls, so he hits both of them. The Bucks trail. Here's Porter. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. But that's why they continue to get attacked.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
The last pick of the first round in 2019, Porter Jr. plays with a chip on his shoulder. I love the competitive attitude.
Horford outside. Tatum feeling it out a bit. Here's Porzingis. And the shot is good on the assist by Tatum. Porzingis has gotten his second bucket.
They keep capturing the lead, then giving it back. We'll see if they can hold on to it this time.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
And it's Holiday with the ball for the Celtics. They trail by one. 1:51 left in the second. And the call will be against Kyle Kuzma. That's his first foul of the game. Jaylen Brown, he's checked in for Boston. Derek White comes in for Pritchard. And Milwaukee also making a switch. Brook Lopez is checked in for Sims. The Bucks have gotten 3 of 4 field goals in the second quarter. Trent outside. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Jackson pass to Kuzma. Clock at 6. Back to Jackson. The Bucks need to get up a shot here. Trent from long range. Good work defensively by White. Boston has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. That three's off the mark. And Milwaukee has possession. Jackson finds Porter. Back to Jackson. Porter against Brown. Jackson pass to Porter. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. That one on White.
And such a threat with the basketball. Porter Jr. gets those fouls often.
Porter Jr. 2 shots.
That's good from Porter.
Yeah, they're really cashing in more at the line here in the second quarter.
Al Horford's checked in for Boston. Sims, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Giannis Antetokounmpo comes in for Kuzma. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. 59 seconds left to play in the first half. Outside White. They set the pick. Outside Porzingis. Shot clock at 6. It's deflected. And a timeout called here by Doc Rivers. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan.
Right now for Celtics.
Milwaukee going with almost an entirely new group here. Portis, he's checked in for Sims. Prince comes in for Jackson. Green's checked in for Trent. And Lillard subbed in for Porter Jr. Here's Lillard. Nice D from Horford. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and the game clock. Holiday looking for an opening. Inside, Porzingis. Oh, it's Porzingis with the jam.
And for Porzingis, gosh, the dunk looks so easy.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Bully ball in the paint from Giannis.
That's been the story of their offense so far, getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Here's White, and he banks in the layup. White's got 5.
Love to see that kind of activity. He just makes things happen.
Gets it off, and that's not gonna go. Misses at the buzzer, and we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Milwaukee out front, up by 1, and we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
Hey folks, Game 6 looks like a nail-biter for the Milwaukee Bucks.
I like what they're doing. Playing with physicality, they've worked hard to gain the edge in areas like rebound.
Yeah, that's the difference in the game.
Looking at how the Celtics... And that's a wrap on half.
Thanks for joining us again for round 1 of the NBA playoffs. You look at Giannis Antetokounmpo. What a contribution.
Yeah, we had a feeling he'd step up in this one. So far, playing at the top of his game when they really need him.
Still interesting to see if in this second half he can find ways to get to those same spots.
On the floor for Milwaukee. Giannis plays the 4 with Portis in at center. Green out there with Damian Lillard. And it's Prince in at the 3. Lillard with the ball. Guarded now by Holiday. Here's Green. It's hauled in by White. The Celtics with the lead. Right side Brown. Pass to Porzingis. What a finish from Porzingis.
And Porzingis just pouring it on here from the inside.
Holiday against Lillard. Tries from 6 feet. Antetokounmpo with it. Here's Prince. The rebound, Celtics. Tatum's got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Holiday. Here's the 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from Tatum. And now it's a 6-point Celtic lead.
How about that? Coming out to start the half, a perfect 3 of 3.
And he's headed to the line for 2. He gets the whistle there.
Great to see Antetokounmpo going strong inside. At times the D has no choice but to foul.
These are his first free throws of the game.
Taking 2 shots.
First one falls for him. Milwaukee making some changes. Brook Lopez is checked in for Portis, and it's Jackson in for Prince. Hits one, then misses the second attempt from the line.
Think about Giannis and just how special of a player he is. We know off the court the endeavors he's into. I mean, this guy has really grown into a global ambassador for the game of basketball.
Only their first miss in 4 attempts. It's been a great start to the half. I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. He wants to review the game plan. Milwaukee making some changes. Kuzma comes in for Antetokounmpo, and it's Porter Jr. in for Green. Holiday passes to White. Tatum inside, defended by Kuzma. Pass to Brown. Again, the miss by Boston.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot most possessions.
Porter finds Kuzma. Lillard with the ball. Picked up by Tatum. And here's Porter outside. Pure from 3-point range. Porter's got 8.
Yeah, incredible range. Porter Jr. can cash you in from distance. He certainly did there.
Oh, stolen by Lillard. And they're running. And the dunk by Jackson. These teams just keep trading the lead.
Yeah, you wonder what it's going to take for someone to pull away.
Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed. They set the pick. Here's Brown. And miss after miss right now. And so it's Kuzma who brings up the ball for the Bucks. The lead is 2. And Porzingis with the block.
Well, Porzingis, the height, the reach, just overpowering.
Boston making a switch here. Pritchard's checked in. And we've got 1:18 left in the third quarter. Lillard with a step. And the dunk by Lillard.
Get up there, young fella. Sometimes as a point guard, you got to take it yourself.
Well, it's okay to be selfish when you can flush it like that.
Well, if he's calling his own number, there's a reason for it. There you respect the decision-making from him out there.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. Here for the Celtics. Al Horford comes in for Kristaps Porzingis. And it's Hauser in for Tatum. 1:04 left in the third. Here's Brown. 11 feet out and he hits it. Brown's gotten 4 this quarter.
A superb mid-range shooter. All Brown needs is some separation and he's ready to pull up.
It's Prince on the wing. Porter looks it over. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Porter's got 10.
Boy, absolutely no rim protection, leading to a lot of easy buckets here.
Here's Pritchard. From 10 feet away. Good. He hits the jumper.
Oh, explosive crossover. How's that for a move?
Pass to Porter. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. He's got 12.
I just love the ball.
Celtics trail by 4. Outside, Brown. Unable to get that one. Kuzma with the defensive effort. Here's Porter. Can't hit from in close. On the wing, Holiday. And that'll do it for the third quarter. Milwaukee out in front. They're up by 4. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter started. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we note, is peripheral vision.
Great to have you with us again as we return to our coverage of round 1. And Doc Rivers calls timeout, looking to get everyone dialed in and engaged. Let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, during that last break, I heard Doc Rivers as he talked with the team. He was clapping in the huddle, saying to his guys, loving the effort right now, keep the intensity on them. Leave no doubt in their mind that this game is ours. Guys, back to you.
Great work, Allie, thanks. Tatum and Horford, duo at forward. Then there's Luke Cornett. Then there's Peyton Pritchard. And it's Hauser in at the 2-guard spot. That's the Boston 5. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good.
Cutting into this lead. They're well within striking distance.
They're just much sharper out there. You can see guys getting in tune. It's not about playing harder. Sometimes it's just about playing smarter.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
Here's Pritchard, defended by Lillard. There's the 3. Pritchard, no good.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
A nice shot by Lillard.
Seems like he's got more feel tonight, like he's really got a good grip on that ball as he's letting it go.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error. So Boston going with almost an entirely new group here. Kristaps Porzingis, he's checked in for Cornette. Jaylen Brown comes in for Horford. Derek White's checked in for Hauser. And Holiday subbed in for Pritchard. Kuzma's checked in for the Bucks. Prince comes in for Trent. Oh, the body control of Giannis.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Tatum against Antetokounmpo. And a little over a minute and a half gone by in the fourth. And it's Tatum missing. The Bucks leading by 9. Prince, the pass to Antetokounmpo. That one's good. 7 for 10 now.
Dominating in effortless fashion. This is what Giannis does on a consistent basis.
Porzingis sets a screen. Pass to Tatum. The fadeaway. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Kuzma's got 4 rebounds in the game. Tatum against Antetokounmpo. And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. Porzingis grabs the board. Celtics trail by 11. To halt the run. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
And there's so many plays where Drew Holiday will show you just how creative he can be with the basketball.
All right, guys, some stats here. The scoring breakdown for the Bucks.
Well, they found success off the drive, creating a lot of buckets by getting into the teeth of the defense.
And they've also done a great job of just taking what the defense is giving them. Teams willing to give up a mid-range, take them, knock them down. They've done it.
And a timeout called here by Doc Rivers, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. Milwaukee making some changes. Sims, he's checked in for Lopez. Jackson comes in for Prince. And it's Porter Jr. in for Damian Lillard. On the wing, Kuzma. Antetokounmpo on the attack. And it's Jason Tatum with the rebound. Tatum's got his 5th rebound in this one. And count it. The shot is good, and he'll go to the line.
Man, Brown wanted that bucket. Now Jaylen gets to go to the free throw line.
Free throw good. Brown. Here's Porter. A minute 15 left to play in the fourth.
He's pouring it on at a nice clip, and the rest of the team is stepping up as well.
Celtics trail by 8. Here's Tatum. Outside Holiday. And here's Brown for 3. And the shot is good on the assist by Holiday. Brown's got 10 points here in the second half.
Oh, assertive play there by Brown. Rising to the challenge of the moment.
Antetokounmpo finds Jackson. Pass to Kuzma. And stolen by Brown. Here's White. Porter pulls it in.
And it was a great chance to finish on the break. And he flubs it.
Completely lost focus. You can't get 2 steps ahead.
And Doc Rivers calls timeout. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now. With some changes. Brook Lopez is checked in for Sims. Prince comes in for Kuzma. And Lillard subbed in for Jackson. Lillard against Holiday. Now here's Lillard. Not a lot of room. And he commits the intentional foul. So the first one drops, and that increases the lead to 6. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one.
And right here, they can't waste any time.
Well, it's probably a little bit too late here, but you really need to score a bucket here to stay alive.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. And no good, as the first free throw misses. We'll see if he can hit the second. And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time. And the Celtics call time here. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What do you think is going to be their best move at this point?
The game's not quite done yet, but they need points right away.
Yeah, act fast.
Make some noise.
There's 21 seconds left in the game. Here's Porzingis. He connects! And now they trail by just 4. And they need to stop the clock, so there's the foul.
Yeah, no choice but to foul in that situation. Although, that's not the guy you want to send to the free throw line.
He hits the first one, and that puts him up 5. And he hits both free throws here, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Free throws always a little bit sweeter when they can add to your lead.
Three-pointer Holiday. And connects from downtown.
That's the kind of player Holiday is, craving the opportunity to be the man in that situation.
Yeah, just trying to keep this game alive. Not a bad foul right there.
Good on the first, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. And so both free throws good, and it's a 5-point game.
Breathe easy now. The biggest free throws in the game, and he's coming through.
Tatum way outside. And again, Boston with the triple. And so they choose to intentionally foul. First free throw is good, and that makes it a 3-point lead. Second one is good, getting both at the line. And it's a 4-point ball game. And with that win, they'll be moving on to round 2. And with this win in Game 6, they've won the series. They've got to be happy to be moving on.
And it was a competitive series for sure. One that they can build off of moving forward.
All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
Dame, for those of us watching, what does it feel like to be in a shooting groove like you were in tonight?
It feels like a workout. You know, when I'm doing my summertime workouts, even after practice sometimes, I'm just trying to get hot, you know, trying to get that rhythm. And that's what it feels like, you know, when you hold yourself to that standard of just making shots, being consistent at it and just getting hot, you know, and that's kind of what it felt like.
I can guarantee you none of our workouts feel like that, but thanks for the show tonight, Dame.
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. Well, that'll do it for now. Glad you could join us during the first round of the Eastern Conference playoffs. Alongside Brent Barry, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson with our entire 2K crew thanking you for watching. And let's reveal our player of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.